You are tuning in to the Goldylocks Productions presentation of a magical journey show with Bryan and Rawls. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls, and thank you for joining me this evening. It is wonderful to be here with you. So it's been rather interesting here lately with the energy and the intensity of the energy, especially with the portal of resurrection this past Sunday, and then also with the Saint Expedite service or feast day service. It's been a rather interesting past weekend, as well as also beginning of the week. So basically, to look more into the energy, I wanted to speak with you all about how you all have been feeling, and kind of giving you a rundown of the reason why you've been feeling this way. So obviously with the full moon, it has been basically, hey Carmen, how are you? Hello, Saraz. So with the energy, it has rather been rather intense and very much on a note of almost feeling like compressed into yourself or compressed onto Mother Earth. So what I've been doing is I have been grounding out a lot. I've been finding myself when speaking on the phone with my clients or been doing readings, I would have to go outside at random times to ground out. So grounding out is one thing that will help you with a lot of this compression type energy. And another thing that's been going on is strange dreams, and also the energy of feeling also the feeling of time going too fast or time speeding up. I know that I was just thinking, darn, today's already Wednesday, and it feels like I just brought us through the portal of resurrection on the 21st. It's like time is in a quickened state, and it's bringing so much energy onto us, and really making it rather interesting for a lot of us how quick time has been. So with that energy, and excuse me, we have a cat trying to visit us. So I apologize about that. I have kitty cat friends that want to get all the exposure this evening, so please excuse me. So basically with this portal, and as all of you saw within this portal, Master Roshni came in and spoke through me and was speaking about lunar and solar techniques to or bringing back ancient solar and lunar techniques, and also time portal codes. So a lot of these time portal codes are bringing back new files of information that have been that quote unquote has been lost, but now have been available for a lot of us. So at certain times, well, in the channeling, I brought through 3 codes called faith, trust, and it was another code that corresponded with that. And understanding there is a lot of faith and trust that has to be brought into perspective at this time due to what's going on the planet, and really trusting ourselves and really understanding that that it is now a time for us to really come into our full potential. So knowing and understanding that this is something that we really need to really be aware of at this time, is we are all coming into our full potential of self. So a lot of us feel as if we are being tested, which we're not necessarily being tested. We're being asked to trust ourselves, as well as also trust our guides and our spirit tutors, and also the masters and higher level guides, because you got to realize we are given a guide for certain things, as well as also given tutors for certain things. So I know all of you have heard me speak about spirit tutors before, or if I have not spoke about spirit tutors are higher level guides that help you with certain things in certain avenues of understanding. Knowing that these spirit tutors are here with us, they help us with faith and trust, and also restoring our energy, or our lines of, or restoring our lines of communication to the spirit world, because each of us, we come onto the planet with communication links or communication lines that are already linked up with spirit. We just have to remember how to use them. So this is what remembering is all about, is remembering that we have these and remembering to use them. So also the portal also spoke about the energy of the solar, lunar, and star codes. Okay, the solar, lunar, and star codes, they are light codes. Okay, and understanding that. Yes, everyone, I will be getting to the comments and questions, the questions on the phone lines, and also the comments in the live comments. I am just trying to speak about some certain things before I go into that. So if you are wanting to comment a question or call in, area code is 323-870-3791. Again, that is 323-870-3791. And again, that is 323-870-3791. Okay, so just post your questions, or also call in, and I will get to them probably about 1/4 past the hour. Okay, so also the back to the solar, lunar, and star codings, or solar, lunar, and star time portal codes. Those codes are basically light. Okay, understanding that we as light beings, we retrieve light from the galaxy or the universe through avenues of starlight, solar light, and lunar light. Okay. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Hey, Bonnie. How are you? So knowing that these particular energies, they are available to us, we need to call in these energies, because this is what keeps us up to date. Because if you're running out-of-date programs or software, quote-unquote software, because you gotta realize we are a big computer, and if we're running out-of-date information, then obviously we're going to run slow, we're going to run very lethargic, and we're going to be just out of date. It's like running a old computer program when there's a new computer program. All right, so bring that energy in. Don't be scared of that energy. It's here for us to bring in more understandings of information, more information at our fingertips. Okay, so all of you have heard my past transmissions and my activations where I tell you to bring in the light of the Pisces constellations. Pisces are basically covering the feet, and what happens when covering the feet, it basically grounds you out and helps you. Basically get grounded into Mother Earth 5 miles down, 5 miles out, and this basically anchors us because how our grounding cords are. Yes, thank you so much, Linda. Yes, Janelle and Linnell, I will be answering questions in the live comments and on the phone or on the phone as well. Probably about 1/4 the hour. So just hang tight and please post your questions in the live comment area. So y'all have heard me call in the Ophiuchus constellation, or the light of the Ophiuchus constellation. The Ophiuchus constellation rules the central nervous system, and what happens with the central nervous system is how we integrate codes or how we integrate energy. Okay, so when integrating this energy or when integrating this information, we have to run it through our central nervous system, or we're not going to receive it. We're not going to understand it. Okay, so call in the light of the Pisces constellation, and after you have received the energy, call in the light of the Ophiuchus constellation after you have received the activation. Okay, and yes, that has been happening as well. Losing your train of thought, and that is actually the blending of the timelines going on, because we're really having a blending that's going on in many different realities, and these particular blendings, they're almost like they're, as you've seen me just now kind of forget your train of thought. That's a blending of a timeline. And then also when you're speaking about something and then you flip to something else, that's a blending of a timeline as well. So you will see people do these. You will see a lot of people do these in the coming months, because time is going to progress even faster, and it's just basically how evolution is happening for us. So take that into consideration and really allow yourself to flourish with this information that is coming forward for you. Now, a lot of you are wondering, are basically wondering what's going on in the upcoming months or upcoming weeks. Well, we are coming to the ending of April, and we're getting ready to hit May. So in the ending of April, we come into the understanding of certain frequencies that correspond with the Taurus energy. Okay, because the sun has moved into Taurus, and the lunar energies are quickly rotating through the astrological signs. And forget what the energies add in today, but I do know that we are feeling a lot of this Taurus energy around our neck energies and within our throat areas. So a lot of us that are Tauruses or have Taurus rising signs, we're feeling this in our neck areas. and we're really feeling this also in our shoulders as well. Yes, Jolie, I do have a birthday coming up on May 13th. I will be 33, and actually 33 is supposed to be a very special year for me. So so I'm excited to see exactly what will happen. So do know that also in May we have May 4th, which is the new moon. And then we also have on, I think it's May 18th, the full moon. Okay. The energies of what's coming after, what's coming up during the time of the full moon through the 22nd is the Pleiadian lineup. Now we're in Pleiadian lineup 2 times out of the year, and that is once in May and once in November. Okay, the May Pleiadian lineup is due to the Pleiadians being in the Taurus energy, which is directly from May 15th through the May 21st, and then we have a Pleiadian lineup that happens in November 15th through the 21st as well. Some are give and take May 15th through the 18th, because it happens right near the energy of it happens right as the energy of the Pleiades comes into being. Well, actually, if you look at it, that's when back in the ancient days is when folks seen the Pleiades rise up in the sky. That is when Beltane happens, or the stars of the Seven Sisters. So Beltane's getting ready to come up as well. So folks that are familiar with Beltane, Beltane is a Wiccan holiday and a very interesting holiday, and is all about fertility, rebirth, a lot of energy around. A lot of people see that that a lot of fairy energy is happening around Beltane. And yes, Jolie, the star Bethlehem, or the starship Bethlehem, and starship TX11, as well as also the Pleiadian mothership, is in sky at the times of the Pleiadian lineup. So understand that these are some very powerful days that are ahead of us, and that we need to be aware of all this information that is at our fingertips. You will see that a lot of information is going to happen during the upcoming months. All right, and for those of you that are joining me for the master class on the 27th, and it's happening on the 27th, April 27th, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, through April 27th through 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as the master class for the Starseed DNA numerical codings. You will receive information and the attunement of actually allowing for the codes to be able to give these codes to other people, as well as be able to teach these codes. Okay, so the side effects to these energies, it varies from person to person, and the reason why it varies from person to person is due to each of us. We are different in our molecular and cellular structure. Okay, and the reason for it being different is because those that have the Taurus sun sign or rising sign are ones that will receive this energy very intensely. Okay, ones that are ones that are in lunar, or ones that have the moon in Cancer, and in the water elements of like Pisces, and certain water elements such as Scorpio. Those particular energies are going to also feel it very strong, because it happens right around the full moon in May, which full moon in May is also Wasak, and is actually quote unquote Buddha's birthday. Okay, so there's lots of different energies that are really, really available to us now. But the side effects of the energy is headaches, feeling ungrounded, feeling intensities of psychic abilities, feeling intensities in our dream times, feeling a lot of different feelings in our body, and really allowing for our 3 developmental areas of clairvoyance to come out, because we have a clairvoyant eye in our gut, we have a clairvoyant eye in our wrists at the pulse point, and then we have a clairvoyant eye in our 3rd eye. And what does that make? That makes a triangle, because the triangular energy is very important at this moment. All right, so make sure that you are understanding that these particular areas are going to really begin to start buzzing during this time and during these frequencies. Okay, so I am getting ready to go to the phone lines, because you probably all of y'all are like, just hush already and answer our questions. So I am going to go to, so I'm going to answer. We started with the, I believe we started with the phone lines last time. So I'm going to start with the live comments first, and then I'm going to go to the phone lines. So we're going to answer Bonnie Donahue Rush, and then we're going to go to the phone line at, I believe it's 212. And let me go ahead and warn y'all, if y'all happen to hear my cats acting up, it's springtime, and obviously y'all know what happens in springtime. Kitty cats go in heat and whatnot. So please forgive me if you hear some cats wailing or some strange noises. I apologize beforehand. So let's go to Bonnie Donahue Rush. So, hi Bryan. In 2017, I went to work a seasonal job in West Yellowstone, Montana for 7 months. I miss it there so much. I was wondering if you see me ever going back on a permanent basis. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Okay, so I do see you going back. Now, whether or not this is permanent is unknown at the moment, and I'm not going to sit there and say yes, it's permanent and not have a definite answer for it, and I'm not going to sit there and say no about all of that. So I will tell you, yes, you will be going back to that particular place, but you have to understand that you're going to be called there for an assignment, okay? And the energy of this assignment is totally upon working energetically, as well as also something to do with physical type mundane stuff. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what this physical mundane stuff is going to be for, but I do feel as if you are going to be called back there probably within the next 6 to 7 months. They show me 7 months more than the 6 month period. So I would say, so it's May now. You got it's May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So probably around November, October, November, I want to say. So do you understand that that there is a time of you going back to the Yellowstone, Montana mountainous region? I believe that's yeah. Okay, and it's for 7, or you went for 7 months. So yeah, it's in about 7 months. So that's a synchronicity there. You've been there you were there for 7 months, and you're going back there in 7 months. So look at that synchronicity there. And if you look at the 7 plus 7 equals 14. Then you add 1 plus 4 equals 5, and 5 is all about balance. So it's something to do with balancing your energy field or balancing something in your mundane life. Okay? Okay, so we are going to go to the phone lines. And our phone line, and folks, if you want to call in and ask a question, you can dial 323-870-3791. Again, that is 323-870-3791. All right, and please also remember to hit 1 or press 1 to be able to ask your question. All right, so let's go to area code 212. 212.
Hi.
Hello, Bryan. How are you?
How you doing? Can you interpret dreams?
It all depends on whether or not if my guides are able to pick anything up. So go ahead and tell me a little bit about the dream and let me see what I received.
Okay. Unusual dreams. Anyway, I was in this looked like apartment building, and there was a woman there that had a sister energy, but she doesn't look like the sister I have here on Earth. And she was on the phone, and she was darting around with the phone, put to her ear, but she was looking out different windows to see like if something was coming, like. In the dream, and there was another phone in this place, so I decided to pick it up to see what was being said. And it was my deceased father talking, but I didn't understand what he was saying. So this call ended, and I went up to the quote-unquote sister type person, and I asked, well, what was that about? And she said, I can't tell you. And I said, oh, come on, you can tell me. I won't say anything. She gave in, and she said it was a message that said a bomb is coming. A bomb is coming. And that was the dream. And then I got something about from the West Coast to the East Coast. And I live on the East Coast, but when I was thinking about it, I thought maybe it was like a symbolic dream for me about something that will shake my world, or a prophetic dream about something about a bomb. So.
Well, I will tell you, I'm not exactly sure if it's something to do with a prophetic dream about a bomb or anything, but I will tell you it seems as if there's a change coming, and because when you were telling me the dream, I heard a lot about change, a very significant energy of change getting ready to happen for you. And when stuff like that happens, they mention a big they mentioned something big in order, almost like a you know how like how bombs are kind of very vibrational and kind of make a lot of vibration to it or frequency to it. It seems to me like it's a vibrational change, and with that, it seems as if you really need to be pay attention to sound and frequency on what's going on within that particular understanding of change there, because they show me this change in a way of almost like stair-stepping change, but it's almost like how a sound wave would go. So it seems as if it goes in a frequency or a frequented structure of change. You understand what I mean?
I think so. You mean, you're saying sound, well, let's say just frequency, which has a sound to it, right? It has
Yes.
a sound. Frequencies have their own sound.
Uh-huh.
So a frequency change is what you're saying.
Yeah, frequency change, this could very well could be a bodily change or a change to your frequency, even a change to the frequencies around you, because they show me it almost disrupts your current reality and really brings about some spontaneous shifting.
That sounds good.
All right, so it's almost like breaking up old patterns.
Yeah, right.
All right, so I would most definitely, yeah, a lot of breaking up of old patterns, a lot of breaking up of old energies that are that have been basically ready to break up for you, and this dream seems to be like confirmation for you.
Yeah, because it was my father who is on the other side, and it was like from him, and it was just a very interesting dream. I wasn't quite sure.
Well, it sounds to me like it's a visitation of some sort. So you may want to find some mugwort or drink you some dandelion or some spearmint tea before you go to bed, and see if you can't get.
Valerian, and that seems. I take valerian, and that seems to.
Yeah, valerian is a very good dream herb to kind of calm you down and allow for your subconscious to really come out and play in the middle of the night. So I would most definitely say continue taking that, and you might want to add a little bit of mugwort to like a muslin bag and put it underneath your pillow.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Right. All right, thank you, Brian.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, folks. So I'm going to go to... thank you so much, Bonnie. Well, thank you so much, Bonnie, for that wonderful confirmation of you enjoying the show every Wednesday, and yes, actually, I will be probably running a sale for Beltane on reading, so maybe you can take advantage of that, and I will probably be running this sale. Well, let me go ahead and and make everyone aware of this sale. I will be running a sale for Beltane, and the sale is going to be at for 30-minute readings. It's going to be $50 for a 30-minute reading. So that is going to be starting on, let me see here, let me pull up a calendar because my brain is not working. It's actually going to be starting, it's going to be starting on Wednesday the 1st to Monday morning at midnight on Monday, or on Sunday night, excuse me, on the 5th. Okay, so from the 1st through the 5th, there will be a sale on my 30-minute readings at $50 for 30 minutes. So please do take advantage of that, and you can take advantage of that at paypal.me/a magical journey /50. Okay, and now let's go to the next question in the phone lines, or next question in the comments. Hey Linda, if I didn't say hello to you, how are you doing? Okay, so Linnell, you wanted a cell repair healing chant? Okay, so that, okay, so let me find my drum real quick, if I have it on my, or if I have it available to me. Oh my, I don't have my drum on me. It must be at my altar. So what we'll do real quick is I want you to just take a deep breath in. And delesihotoro or deremakwa andahis. Dereyashitoro aro okutere botakwana sasi tere eniaka. Elapahara atukunos. Zembriandala elakoro otonino makayos dosum. Jedembakila. Atriasana asiata eles. Dolomokora kitarayashan. Eleprian ur edalamakayas. Zepenu ku urakatayastun ashta ala kring. Betwa doros underbekia. Elapahar eterekiasta. Zendele shator underbaki. And deep breath in. Alright, and just allow for that energy to flow through the body, Linnell, and anyone that would like to receive that energy. And reground yourself back down into Mother Earth by calling on the energy of the light of the Pisces constellation to ground you down into Mother Earth, 5 miles down, 5 miles out. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to call in the light of the Ophiuchus constellation to integrate this energy into the central nervous system, regenerating the cells, restoring, regenerating. Petiria sonoro sutrebian dadai tirare eternum dadapakaya style. And deep breath in. Okay. All right. So next person on the. Okay. So next just I had to stop there and make sure that that energy was through. Okay. All right. So Linnell, one quick thing for you is. They say not to overdo it, and I want you to know by not overdoing is not meaning don't overdo it, like don't overexert yourself, but don't overdo it as in don't overdo the healing. Allow for energy to integrate. All right, and a lot of people say you can't ever have enough healing, but I beg to differ. My guides say don't overdo the healing. Okay, so allow that energy to flow, and then kind of leave the energy alone for a little bit, and then go back to that. Okay. All right. So the next person on my phone line list is Jolie at 561. Excuse me.
561.
Hello, Jolie.
Hey, Bryan.
How can I help you?
Drawn in here, and you know what? They are all like these are star seeds, or they have negative blood types, or I mean, it's just like they're just coming in out of nowhere, all of them. And I know that I'm supposed to do something with these folks, but what does the guide say? I mean, what should I be doing?
Okay, so so after Saturday at 8:30 p.m., you will find out how to better approach this situation, because that is what the starseed numerical coding is for, is to change the way that starseeds see themselves. Okay, because starseeds are so overlooked nowadays that they're so popular and so much misunderstood. Everybody thinks that that the majority of the planet are starseeds. Most of them are, but most of them are not every one of them are Syrian, Pleiadian, or Arcturian. Okay, a lot of them are from species that are either unknown or that are from a different galaxy. Okay, I've heard so many starseeds say, "Am I Pleiadian? Am I Syrian? Am I Arcturian?" Not necessarily, honey. Just because I say you're a starseed doesn't mean you have Syrian bloodlines, Pleiadian bloodlines, or Arcturian bloodlines. And granted, the Syrian, Pleiadian, Arcturian bloodlines are very powerful beings, but that's not all there is. And a lot of people are becoming misinformed that that's all there is. There's many other ones, and coming into our understanding of things, and the reason why a lot of us starseeds that are awake, we are here to shed the light on that there are more than just Arcturian, Pleiadians, and Syrians, because they are the starseeds are becoming misinformed due to society thinking that I mean if you look at it, I have seen over tens and thousands of healers and starseeds and psychics pop up out of nowhere, pop up out of the woodworks within the past 2 years. Okay, I mean, Facebook is flooded with them, and I feel as if you're qualified to do readings and you're qualified to do healings and all that good stuff, I mean, so be it. But leaving misinformed information to other people, because these people, they trust the ones that they trust us, and they really need to trust themselves. And as you really get to looking at how star seeds and beings are, it's all about making sure that you are getting and you have long blonde hair, but you bleach it and you're just Pleiadian. And well, a lot of people do bleach their hair blonde, but you see this blonde person that within 2 weeks of meeting them, you go back and see them again, and they have roots as brown as mine. All right. So, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, you got to really dive deep into a person, and that is the reason why I'm giving these codings, these numerical codings, is for you to use them, for you to, because those codings will actually ping back to you what they are, okay? And that's what y'all will learn on Saturday night. I will tell you a code, and if it pings back to you, it's going to be like a ping ball, all right? You will speak the code into their crown chakra, and if it pings back to you that they're a specific code, or they are a specific species, or from a specific star, then so be it. Speak it. But don't pull shit out of a hat. Okay? And that is one thing that I'm teaching select people, and I will only teach select people that are qualified to do so. All right, and all the ones that I have in my group, I know are qualified to do so. Okay, so so that is the reason why. Go ahead. So that is the reason why star seeds are coming in, energies that you see are star seeds are coming in out of the woodworks. All right, because they see a familiar frequency in you, and they're being attracted to you and Barbara.
Right, that's what I thought. But just one last thing, though. I wonder, do you have any info on negative blood types, like O negative, B negative? Do you have anything?
The RH Reiki factor. Okay, the RH Reiki factor, or the negative RH negative Reiki blood factor. So this is the thing is the RH negative blood factor. Those are particular bloodlines and blood codes that state that they actually carry extraterrestrial bloodlines in their body. Okay, RH negative blood factors they physically in their body, in their skin, they hold energy of extraterrestrial DNA, and these are hybridized beings. Okay, they have hybridized energy in their vein. They don't just hold a human blood species, or a blood species of, or a blood type of a human. They hold blood types of other off-planet frequencies. Okay, and these other off-planet frequencies, they are being discovered and being actually tested genetically for folks to realize that these RH negative bloodlines are actually really here. Because if you pull back history, you will see that the normal human being is actually, or you will know that all ancestors, they originate from Africa. I don't care if you're red, white, black, pink, polka dotted, or purple. you come from Africa, okay? And or from that vicinity. All right. And then that's where the energy starts to bloom and go out and move away from Africa into other continents. All right, because that was where the main, or that's where our main ancestors are from, is in that region. All right, so that and actually scientists have actually proven this, that most of our ancestors have actually came, or most of our human ancestors have came from Africa. And if you look at it, we have the Dogon tribe of India, which worked with the Syrian energies, or the Sirius B energies, the Nomos. You have some of the Egyptian civilizations that work with the Orion constellation and work with the Orion stars. You have some of the tribes in the coast of Africa that work with the Pleiadian the stars and those particular constellations. There are so much star knowledge and star workings that encapsulate the energy of Africa, that it's not even I can't even fathom to be here and talk about it for the last 9 minutes of this radio show. I could actually make a whole radio show about nothing but the star energies in Africa, and we all have to understand this, that's where our original ancestors are from, our original human ancestors, and our original star ancestors as well. And that's actually what is allowing us to remember this, and for it to activate our sacred memories in our brain and in our causal body chakra, which lies at the back of our head, which is also the well of dreams. So, and if you look at it, just like Tiffany just said, South Africa is the solar plexus of Earth. Okay, so I'm now done ranting and raving, and obviously, this is a subject that that I am very fond of, and it really hits home with me, because that's really what I'm here for, is to basically shed knowledge on information that is the truth. I am a truth seeker or a truth giver, and I need to explain these things so that humanity understands them. And a lot of us that, or a lot of the people that I come in contact with, are the same frequencies. They are the truth seekers. They are the truth givers as well. So go out and allow the energy to be given as sacred knowledge, as sacred information, because it's the truth. Okay, so I apologize if I sound like I was fussing or in a rant, but it's all informative to a certain extent, that everybody needed to realize that it's all about focusing and remembering that we are all here to be acknowledged of our extraterrestrial species, our hybrid species, because we are hybridized energies inside and out. Okay, so we all must realize this, and we're in uncharted territory right now. So we're in energy that has not been we are in energy that has not been discovered, has not been spoken about before. So coming to the understanding that everybody that is on the show tonight is here for a reason. So take this information that you have received tonight and run with it, and start your research of your own. See how it hits home for you, and come back and let me know. So I thank everyone for joining me this evening. We are 5 minutes to the end of the show, and yes, Joy wished the show did last a little bit longer today or tonight, because it is very, very interesting evening. Oh, and Jolie, yes, I forgot that you were actually on the phone, but yes, most definitely, sweetie, you definitely need to research more about the Rh negative blood factor, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe you are one too. Okay, so you might want to check out your blood type if you have record of it, because I am most definitely sure that you are Rh negative. Okay.
Maybe I'm adopted or something.
Hey,
Okay.
you never know. You never know, sweetie.
Wow.
But thank you so much for asking those questions, and most definitely, you are one of the reasons why a lot of these star seeds are popping in this evening. Okay, and remember, just keep on trucking it. You know exactly why you're here, and everyone else that comes in contact with you knows why you're here as well too.
Thank you, Bryan.
You're welcome, darling. All right, my folks. So now everyone, I will probably go in more in depth in a show about the Rh negative blood type, and blood types in general, and the extraterrestrial species, because it really needs to be understood and noticed more. So I will let everyone know, or I will make a post about when that topic will be spoken about. But I want to thank everyone for coming on this evening and listening. And thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry I did not get to everyone on the live comments. I believe I got to everyone on the live caller list. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for watching and participating in tonight's show. I want to thank all of you once again, and I would like to thank Goldylocks Productions for producing the Magical Journey show. I would like to thank Tiffany White Sagewoman for running my switchboard, and also if you would like to purchase a reading or possibly take advantage of the May 1st spell or May 1st special, please contact me, and I will let you know when that starts running. Well, it's May 1st through the 5th. So I will inform everyone in an email about that as well soon. And much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.